Hi kids, welcome back to
Mom, watch this.
That is Key. She's the kid.
That's Jess. That's Mom.
And this week we are talking about my movie was Perfect Stranger with Halle Berry and Bruce Willis.
Oh my god. Sorry. Hold on.
What the fuck is happening?
Fly decided to go under my desk and Nanook just like a swan dove into.
Oh my god. And then
Our co-host today is Nanook.
and the fly.
Nanook and the fly.
And Riley may make an appearance. I don't know. She's sacked out now. But what's your movie? Tell us about it. Well, just tell us the fucking title.
It's Over the Hedge.
Okay. With Bruce Willis.
Yes.
And a lot of other people. But we're talking about Perfect Stranger first. And do you have our credentials? Or I don't know if it's considered credentials.
Fuck.
The credits. Did you not get it?
I knew I was doing something wrong this week. I was like, I got my notes.
So, Perfect Stranger, it stars Halle Berry, Bruce Willis, and Giovanni Ribisi. The director is James Foley. The writers are Todd Carmanicki. I feel like I've had to struggle through that name before.
Hold on. Why are you cutting out?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I shouldn't be.
Huh.
It's probably my fucking piece of shit computer.
Hey, by the way, we have a throne if you want to help us be better and, like, help my mom stop struggling with hand-me-down laptops.
Yeah. Anyway, Todd Carmanicki. I don't fucking know how to say it. It's Komarnicki. Jesus fucking Christ. And John Bokenkamp. I don't want to do this anymore. Anyway, those are the people. I'm turning off that tab. That's probably what was making me cut out. So you go ahead and get those other credits. So the ratings actually pissed me off more than they usually do on this movie. IMDb wasn't so bad. IMDb gave it a 5.7. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 9%.
Okay.
The popcorn meter was 51%. And Common Sense Media was 2 out of 5. This is where we are with these fucking ratings. I don't know.
And this is why we're your favorite movie critics, not critics.
I don't get it. So anyway, you have notes.
I do.
Okay.
So my very first note, thank you, Nina,
is that we need to clip our dog's toenails.
My very first note is that the opening visuals are definitely not mushroom safe, I would imagine. I've never done mushrooms,
they're pretty trippy.
But I would imagine if you were on shrooms and you saw those opening visuals, you'd be like, turn it off.
It is pretty trippy. And then you don't know what the fuck it is. You have no clue what it is until it like kind of pans out and you're like, oh, it's the inside of an eyeball.
Yep. And then, immediately I was like, what the fuck do eyes have to do with anything? And I just want to say, like, from the beginning, is it Halle Berry?
Mm-hmm.
Her character is a fucking savage, and I love her.
Yes. Yeah. I'm noticing a theme here with me and when I love and dislike different movies. And that's including like even The Princess Bride and stuff. I love a strong female character. Think about all the movies that are my absolute favorites that we watch. There's some sort of strong or something. There's Riley. There's the strength that with women. I really love the strength and independence and savagery and all of that. I love that. And even though, spoiler alert, Halle Berry is a fucking psycho in this, we love her through the whole movie. Hello.
I'm here.
Nanook
is hunting.
Okay.
There's a fly. For those listening, there is a fly in my room. It's very large and it's slow. However, Nanook is slower and he's having a really hard time trying to catch this fly.
Why don't you use my flip-flops fly swatter? Oh my god, say that 5 times fast.
Flip-flop, you know what? Yeah, I get it. Never mind. Just kidding. Thought I could do it.
Nope.
Anyway, about this movie. I just want to say that in the beginning, the story getting pulled is probably exactly what happens anytime a reporter has dirt on any fucking politician.
Yep, because that is and this is way back. Oh, this came out in 2007.
Hello? 20 what?
I don't know. 2007.
2007.
But yeah, so she finds dirt on this politician and she doesn't, I mean, she doesn't really blackmail him. She's like, this is what the story is going to be. I'm going to be running it. And then she goes to her editor and he's like, nope, he pulls the story. And she's pissed because she spent a lot of time and she's an investigative journalist. And so, yeah, I'm sure that shit does happen. I was actually complaining.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I was actually complaining in the beginning when they were talking about it, and she's like, what the fuck? Like, powerful men being, I don't even remember her
She says,
quote,
I do. She says, powerful men protect powerful men.
Yeah. And so when she was getting the story and she was like, you're screwed, dude. This is what I have on you and it's going to be running in the paper. And I was like, man, why can't we have journalists like this? And then I forgot because I had forgotten it had been so long since I've seen this. I forgot that part of it because it is pretty minor as the grand scheme of this fucking movie goes. But it was like, what the fuck? We probably do. This probably happens all the fucking time. Yeah. So
yeah.
So there was that at the very beginning.
And so because of that, she ends up quitting. And I was like, hell yeah, queen. They don't fucking need you.
Yeah.
Or you don't need them.
But what was Miles? Okay, so Giovanni Ribisi was a character named Miles. And he was her
like
very, very best friend.
I think he was a cybersecurity person.
Okay. Because I know that he worked for the paper that she was reporting for.
I don't know if he worked for the paper. I think he just like,
or maybe
was
like a
cybersecurity
contractor
person for reporters, I guess.
Okay, just a tech
dude reporters with warrants, I guess. Well, he did some things that definitely, even a warrant, I don't think you could do. But
yeah.
I also just want to say her character's name is Rowena, and I love the name Rowena so much, and I always have. I've loved it since I heard it on Supernatural. I love that name so much.
Interesting. I'm not a fan.
Really?
I don't know. Just not a fan. And I don't know if it's, I feel like there was a character at one point in something when I was little, and I hated that character. There's like a visceral, I do not like that name at all.
Interesting. I think you were the same way with Enid for a while too, and you're like, ugh. But now you're like, I love Enid.
Well, I love that character, but I still don't like that name at all. Okay, so I don't know if this would have given me the same feel, but apparently it was supposed to be set in New Orleans. But Hurricane Katrina struck. I know.
Oh.
Hurricane Katrina. Yep. And they had to rewrite it pretty quickly to be in New York instead. I don't know if it would have had the same feel because I think part of that.
Dude, could you imagine like a sinner's feeling like, whoa.
Yeah. Well, and I think part of the creepiness of this movie is that it was cold a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't not just know that New Orleans really. Maybe they do get cold.
I think setting it in a city like New York City kind of makes it more real. Like a lot more like, oh fuck, like even in really saturated areas that, oh my god, like there's still all like, it almost amplifies the amount of creep you're gonna find.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. New Orleans is fucking spooky. So I don't know.
Different spooky though. Different spooky.
It's a different spooky. So remember how you were like, you're grounded. You actually said I was grounded after this movie too, but I think it was because of a different reason.
It is because of a different reason. So, the whole scene with, what was her name? Grace?
Mm-hmm.
My dumbass didn't take any notes on that because I was just so stuck on the fact that she plays Meg in Supernatural. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
The first Meg that we hate so much. Dude, we absolutely love the other Meg, but yeah.
Yes. Because she's the same fucking character in this. I don't think that woman can act, unfortunately.
Yeah. Do you remember when Brian and I went to that rave in Portland for New Year's Eve, and I told you that there was a girl who I thought it was Meg from Supernatural and her boyfriend or whatever he was, and I was like, I'm pretty sure they had a kill kit. But they were so nice. But the girl looked and talked and everything like that girl. So imagine how you would have felt running across that and going under a fucking bridge in 25-degree weather.
I would have told you we're turning around and we're getting an Uber. I'm not doing this.
She was like,
I'll wave
she
down
was
the
so
taxi
nice, but it was scary. And I was like, and Brian's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You haven't seen
I
Supernatural,
was like,
Brian.
she's scary. And he has a kill kit. And she's like, that is not a fucking kill kit.
Brian, you don't listen to enough true crime. See, I think you listen to too much.
I know.
It's I don't. You scare me.
I know.
I'm gonna lay down for a bit. I'm gonna turn on this serial killer documentary. What the fuck?
I can't help it. Leave me alone.
How you fall asleep
Anyway,
to
so
that
yes,
shit?
Grace / Meg.
Slash
She is a
Meg.
I just hated her. But then you find out later that it really wasn't her fault. Like, she was making comments when she was, because she knew Rowena's history and what happened.
Yeah, she was a witness.
Yeah.
And when she's talking to Miles, I think it's in the next scene or something, she's talking about like this case that Grace kind of hands to her, basically. And she says, quote, "All you need to commit the perfect murder are the right ingredients at the right time." That
There's
shit
a lot.
sent chills down my fucking spine.
Wait until you rewatch it, because you're going to catch a bunch of shit.
Oh my god.
That like tells you basically who it is. But the interesting part is that when they made this movie, the filmmakers filmed 3 different endings. That different, and there was a different character as the killer.
Huh.
So yeah. So it's interesting that there's
cool.
so many little clues, but I do like that, because I imagine that at the end of it, no matter who they would have chosen to be the end of it, at the killer, there'd be clues for that too. And that's what keeps you on your toes through the whole movie.
Well, and like every main point, everyone's fucking creepy. Everybody is a little off, and something ain't right with these people.
So it was really sad it was really sad that Miles was a creep in general, because I really liked that friendship. I was so sad at the end of that movie and the way that all transpired.
I wasn't even sad at the end of the movie. I was sad when she went in there and found the shrine.
Yeah, me too, because it was just such a so when you said to me, why was she all cuddled up, and this was after we watched, this was like a day after or something that we actually watched the movie.
What the fuck, man? I've been thinking about it.
I know, because so here's what I think. Because I was like, oh, and I started answering. I'm like, nope, we're gonna talk about it on the podcast. So here's what I think. I think that they were so close, and he he knew as much as there was to know about her, as you know what I mean? And they were so close. And I think that when she found that out, even though she found that out, she also he also knew her deepest, darkest secrets after that. And so it's like there's still that closeness, there's still that history that they have, and yes, it's creepy, but she knows that she's creepy. She just fucking
killed, fucked up creepy match made in hell.
It's exactly. So it's like, well, I mean, how can I really judge him for what he did?
Yeah.
When this is what I'm doing. I mean, she was anyway. So then she and then in the end, when she killed him, it's like, okay.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah.
You're going to get that when you're listening to us.
He tapped into the PTSD part of her brain so heavily, because I imagine now she didn't trust that fucking piece of shit dude, but he was an authority figure / he was her mom's boyfriend or whatever, and he messed with her. So I imagine that the person that she trusted most in the world, turning her into that object, really took that.
Yeah.
You know?
So, I'm gonna rewind, because you're fucking zooming through the movie. I need you to calm down.
Well, I just
you do this. You do this every time. Hold on.
I can't help it.
Notes. So I wanted to say way back when she first starts on kind of watching over Bruce Willis's character, that was not the Bruce Willis I wanted to see. And I have never once seen Bruce Willis as an explosive, angry character, and that spooked me. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little tensed up. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then the way that my jaw fell to the fucking floor when Miles turned out to be addicts, I
Yeah.
was really sad actually because I really kind of liked him, and that made me really uncomfortable. And from that point, I was like really sad because I really wanted to like his character, and that
I
actually was
know.
when I was like, ugh, no. And then I said it was probably my most said thing during this movie.
Yeah. I Yeah, I have a hard time because I have a hard time with it because same with Miles. Like I loved him, and then I love Giovanni Ribisi. He's a lovable character even when he's kind of creepy in everything that I know him in. There's
I was
just
about to
something about him.
say, I can't, bro. In Avatar, when you said I've seen him in Avatar, I was like, oh, I fucking hate that guy. And then you're
There's
like,
this,
I love
and I
him in
don't
everything I
know
see
if
him
it's
in. I'm like, what are you talking about?
well, and I don't know if it's something that maybe that was just the first time I ever saw him. He was so lovable and sweet. You know who also reminds me of him? Ash on Supernatural. It's so funny we keep bringing that up.
You
Ash
know,
reminds me a lot of him. Just the way he talks, his inflection and his
so
voice
his
and stuff.
looks actually, I know they don't actually look the same at all. However, he looks similar. Like he could play Steve. No, no.
Buscemi?
No. He. What the fuck did you just say?
I said Buscemi.
Mom,
Just
no.
because of
Not
those hollowed
everybody
out
is Steve
eyes.
Buscemi. No. So that guy, the guy that plays Miles, he looks like he could play Harvey Specter's brother.
Oh, I guess so. Harvey Specter's much better looking than he is, but yeah.
I actually am gonna disagree.
What?
Yeah,
Gabriel Macht is gorgeous. What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
I'm
Also,
just
so
kidding.
when he kind of like, okay, he being Bruce Willis's character, sorry, when his character kind of frames Rowena as being like working for rivals and shit, I understand having rivals in like an ad campaign, like oh my gosh, like career area,
Mhm.
like that industry. However, I was like, but like, don't you dare yell at my girl Rowena, and don't you dare raise your fist at her. Be so
I
dead ass. I
know.
was so mad. I was like, don't you dare.
I know. It
And
was
then
ugh.
that right after that, I said Miles's apartment is so chopped. I forgot I wrote that, and I just laughed at myself for that. It's like she walks into his apartment, and I swear to God, she could have walked over to the sink, and she just like, this shit's fucking mint. And then she like taps the sink, and the fucking faucet comes off of it and falls into the bowl. Like that's
I
how
mean,
fucking chopped his apartment was. It was so bad. I was like, oh no, buddy, New York life,
it's
huh?
New York City.
Oh man, and her apartment is like this. No wonder he was always over. Shit.
Yeah,
Like,
she had a nice apartment.
she had a very nice apartment. I'd want to be over
Her
there all the time
bathroom
too if my
still
apartment looked like his.
her bathroom still was a little bit like,
But
I don't know.
still, I mean, okay, are our bathrooms any better though?
Listen, I try.
It's not your fault, really.
Okay.
And then,
Anyway.
yeah, in all caps, I said, bro, the Shrine of Rowena in Miles's house, I would fucking immediately call the police. I don't care how close I am with someone. Like, absolutely not. I
Well, and
cannot
his
believe she
response
didn't
to her
fucking
was
call the cat.
weird.
Like, she
Like he
didn't
was
call the
mad
fucking
at her.
cops. Right. And
Yeah.
he's mad at her.
Well, but his
You're the
response
fucking
to her was
creep,
weird
bro.
because not only is he mad at her and defensive and weird and everything, but then it's like, then they just sit and have a conversation. It's not like, get the fuck out of my apartment, or she's not like, I'm calling the cops or whatever. It was just a really weird interaction afterwards.
It
And I'm
really
not saying that it
was.
was badly written. I'm saying it told you a lot about their relationship.
Yeah. And then bro, like when he was getting like mad at her, I wrote ew 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 ew. Oh my god, why is he such a creep? I said,
He does play a really
it
good creep, actually.
yeah, I said, why is it people's first instinct to say it's just a joke when they get caught and called out from doing bad shit like that? And I was like, did Miles think she wouldn't fucking find out? And then I was like, these two are fucking psychotic. Like oh my god.
It's so weird.
And then just this note, oh my god, she killed him.
Yep.
That's the note. Oh my god, she killed him. No caps, nothing. It's just a statement. And then so like when it zooms out and it kind of like shows her neighbor kind of looking in to the this is a short movie, isn't it? Fuck.
It was only like an hour and
I
39
swear to
minutes
God,
or some
like
shit like that. It was really short.
That's about as long as a fucking TV show episode today. Like,
I know.
Anyway, but like it kind of zooms out or zooms in to like her neighbor, and he like now she's got another witness, and I was like, oh my god, she's gonna kill her fucking neighbor. Oh my god.
I know.
Bro, come get this girl, please. Put her in a psychiatric hospital. I'm like, not even in jail. Take her to a psychiatric hospital.
Yep. No kidding. No.
Because, like, I think she killed because of the trauma. I don't think she was a fucking, like...
100%. I don't think so either. Now, the thing is, though, she was so fucking smart and psychotic, but yeah, I think it was trauma-based. I don't think that she normally was a bad person. I think it was a fucking...
yeah.
I don't know. It still was, like, that unnecessary, but I mean, you're being blackmailed, and then not only was Miles like tapping into the PTSD from her fucking, when she was a child,
up.
but then also blackmailing her, which is exactly what Grace did, and she ended up dead. You dumb fuck! Like, how did you not think that would have was going to end?
You're in her kitchen. Do you know what's in a kitchen? Knives, bro. Are you stupid? Are you actually stupid? Like.
And it was funny because when you said, oh my God, she's fucking psychotic, was when she was, after she killed him and she was like throwing shit around her kitchen, and then she called and she was crying, like seriously crying and throwing a fit about having killed him.
Her fucking best friend. Like, honestly, bro, what a complex situation, because
it was so that was one of the things that I saw about, so the ratings were what they were, fucking shitty, but when I was looking at some of the reviews and stuff, everybody was saying how convoluted it was and unbelievable it was. Okay, it's unbelievable, big fucking deal. All suspense thrillers are pretty unbelievable,
and no, they're really not, though.
Well, but when they said it was convoluted, kept coming up. Like, it was too convoluted. It was too convoluted. It's like, fucking okay, gain some perspective and maybe
stop
twist your brain a little
bit.
Exactly. Thank you. Fucking assholes.
Grow a fucking brain. Have some media literacy. And critique it correctly.
First of all, it's fucking entertainment. Okay?
Thank you.
Shut up and just enjoy it for what it is. And you're just mad because you didn't see it coming. Like, fuck off. And that should actually make you love it, because that was one thing that I loved. You fucking show me a movie that I'm not going to see it coming. That's going to be a favorite of mine.
When you are critiquing a thriller, a suspense thriller, shouldn't you fucking expect there to be something that you don't see coming? Like,
exactly. Twists are amazing. I love it. I love showing people movies.
A twist.
I love showing people movies that I've seen and love, of course, obviously. But I love showing people movies for the first time that made me be like, what the fuck? It's one of my favorite things because I love seeing people's reaction. So it was really fun for me that even though I couldn't see you, Caleb was watching with me, and he's like, what?
Yeah.
It was so fun. It was just, I don't know. And then you're like, you did not respond in our text for a while, and I was like, uh-oh.
Well, I was speechless. Awesome. I couldn't say, like, there was nothing I could say that like could accurately like
it was hilarious because when she shut the medicine cabinet and you just went question mark, I'm like, I don't know how to answer you because I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're saying that to.
That's not like, if I do more than 3 question marks, that means what the fuck? It's not where did she get this? What's going on? No, it's more of a, I am so fucking in shock. I am at a loss of words and I'm questioning my life right now.
It was amazing. I loved it. Back when Rose trying to download the spyware stuff, and Miles tells her, so here's a fun little thing. Miles tells her it'll be about an approximation of 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Did you catch that? And how 3.14 is an approximation of pi. And then they did another little number thing where when we see Miles text to her, and do you see his number, his phone number is 917-867-5309.
Wait, isn't that the elevator like game?
That's the song 867-5309.
You're so right. Sorry, I was like, wait, then
So funny.
what's the elevator game that I don't want to know. Never mind. Never mind. Never
No,
mind. Never
that's
mind.
the
Never
Elisa
mind.
Lamb thing, I think, is what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm not fucking around
Yeah.
with that shit. Just kidding. I don't want to
No,
know.
let's not. Um, and speaking of Miles' little room, I have one more little piece of nugget. There wasn't a whole lot of this out there. So, most of it was just criticism about the movie. A lot of people did not like this movie. But when it shows, there's a shot of Miles' computer and it shows Rowena, her head pasted over a body in a bathing suit. Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
That was Halle Berry's body, but it was her body in a different movie.
Oh.
Yeah, it was her body in Swordfish. So, yeah, that's kind of fun. Are you done with your notes? Because I do have
Yes.
one little, okay. I didn't have notes because my whole reason for wanting to watch that movie is I wanted to see your reaction because it is one of my favorite, like, what the fuck movies. I think it's really good and I don't give a fuck about the critics because fuck them. But this quote from Rowena is absolutely, I just love it. So I'm going to say the quote. I'm going to end this talk about Perfect Stranger with a quote. She says, "It's a world where you think actions have no consequence, where guilt is cloaked by anonymity, where there are no fingerprints. An invisible universe filled with strangers, interconnected online and disconnected in life. It will steal your secrets, corrupt your dreams, and co-opt your identity. Because in this world, where you can be anything you want, anyone you want, you just might lose sight of who you are."
That did stick with me. I just
Yeah.
didn't write it down because it was just so long, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's just like, it just gave me chills again reading that. It was so good. Because that was one of my, I'm going to backtrack just a second. That was one of my first thoughts is when they first showed them like doing the sexting thing and everything. I was like, oh my God, this was so, and it was in 2007 before, I mean, everything's just blown up technologically since then. And so that was one of my first thoughts, like, wow, this is like the beginning of sexting, you know? So yeah. So it's kind of interesting to watch it for that perspective too. So if you now you already know the ending, but it's still so good. Enjoy it. Go watch Perfect Stranger. We did tell you to watch it before this, but so now moving on to Over the Hedge. Did you get the stuff?
I did.
Okay.
So, Over the Hedge came out in 2016. It is directed by Carrie Kirkpatrick and Tim Johnson. I don't see the writer. I'm assuming that the directors are the writers because
Usually
it's
I think
an animation.
I think that happens.
So it stars Bruce Willis, Steve Carell, Wanda Sykes, Thomas Hayden Church. Oh, I do recognize him. Nick Nolte, Avril Lavigne.
Nick Nolte.
Sorry, Nick Nolte, Avril Lavigne, Gary Shandling, Carrie. Oh yeah, wait, sorry, excuse me. I already said the director's name. William Shatner, Sammy Kirkpatrick, Allison Janney, Eugene Levy, Catherine O'Hara, Omid Jalili.
Not an idea.
Madison Davenport, Shane Baumel. Oh my gosh, Brian Stepanek. There's like a bunch of fucking people in here that are like, yeah. There's a lot of people. I'm not. If you want to look at the cast,
don't have to
go
for
for
it.
Yeah. Because a lot of these are like side characters you see for like literally 2 seconds.
Yeah. The ratings, IMDb gave it a 6.7. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 75%. Popcorn meter was 71%. Hello. Let's try that again. Popcorn meter was 71%. And then Common Sense Media gave it a 4.5 or 4 out of 5.
Common Sense Media is the only one who has kids.
Yeah. Well, and I noticed that a lot of that is about, like, that was one thing that was hard with Perfect Stranger is because there's kid reviews on there and yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Isn't that movie fucking rated R?
Yeah. But
no, it shouldn't have kid reviews on it.
Yeah, I don't think there were any. I don't fucking know. Anyway.
Fuck.
I don't know. So
I think Over the Hedge should be PG-13, honestly.
So you know how I thought, let me see if I can find this. You know how you said something about it being a huge hedge?
Yes.
And what did I say about it? I can't remember what it was that I said.
You said
But
that, well, yeah, probably to those little animals. And honestly,
okay.
I had a response to that I didn't actually answer with because I figured I'd save it for the podcast. Hammy ran from one side to the other really, 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 really fast. And he said, it never ends that way. And then he goes the other way. And he's like, it never ends that way, too.
Okay. So David Moorhead, the one of the animators for this, he created reference footage by putting a camera on the back of his friend's dog and then let the friend's dog run around the house. So this
That's
gave
so
kind of a
cute.
layout, but also scale. It was one of the things that they really used for scale for the animals perspective. So they did actually really use that. And then how the animals moved, and then the layout with the house and the
You know what? I remember this because we had it on DVD and I always would watch like the special features stuff. And I remember them going over the animation and stuff, and like they were talking to Bruce Willis, and this was my introduction to Bruce Willis. And I was obsessed with it as a little kid. I remember this.
I love that. So yeah, so when you said that about how the hedge was huge, and then I said something, it wasn't even just about that. I said something about I don't remember. Oh, the people's faces. The people were driving me crazy, and you're like, well, maybe that's what they look like to the animals that are down on the ground. Like, we both kind of had that logical thinking when we were making comments and stuff. But yeah, I imagine that that's actually a big part of.
And she goes, you were like, damn, no wonder they're so fucking scared of us.
Poor babies. I forgot how much I did actually love. There's a reason why there were certain movies that you got to watch over and over and over again.
And this one, I do remember you let me watch so many times, like in the living room.
Yeah.
Like usually if I wanted to watch something, you'd have me like watch it upstairs in the spare room or like, somewhere else,
Mm-hmm.
I remember I got to watch this one in the living room a lot.
Yep, I did. I enjoy this one. This was a cute one. I feel like we saw this in the movie theater the first time when it first came out.
Yes, because I remember specifically. This is a core memory. So we were on the way home listening to Pink, and you asked me if I had ever heard of Avril Lavigne before, and I asked you who that is, and you said that was the girl possum because when I was little, that was my favorite character. I think Stella is now. But the girl possum, she was my favorite character as a kid, and you were like, yeah, Avril Lavigne voices her, and then you introduced me to Avril Lavigne, and you gave me the first two albums to listen to on my Hello Kitty CD player.
Yep.
I remember that so clearly. It is a core memory. I remember too. It was a pretty sunny day too. We were on the way home.
That's hilarious.
From the theater.
We were probably in my stupid little Saturn.
Yes, it wasn't stupid. Don't call it that.
I actually did like that little car.
I was about to say I loved that car, and I'm so sad because I had an orca kite that was in the pocket of like the back of the seat, and you guys traded it in.
Why did we get rid of that car?
There. Who knows? You know how it was. You know how it be.
I know what you were about ready to say. Mm-hmm. Okay. I loved that car. This is something cute. So I don't have a ton of notes. I mean, the problem with doing the watch parties in the fucking
my
Discord
friend really wanted to watch the movie with us, so that's why we watch partied for Over the Hedge.
I like doing them. I really like doing them, but I have to, and I wasn't good about this with this time. I have to really force myself to, instead of just making my notes in the watch party chat, to make them elsewhere.
I said it was the colors.
Yeah. I will.
Okay.
I don't know why people want to watch shit with us in the watch parties because we are
you're
unhinged
fucking hilarious.
In there.
Exactly. That's what's funny. People love that shit.
Well, then maybe they should listen to our fucking podcast. Anyway.
Real. So in the beginning, I was getting so stressed out because like RJ with the okay. So first things first, RJ with the vending machine, relatable as fuck because like something got stuck in there, and he's using one of those little like grabber things with the dinosaur head to try and fucking like get the snack out of the vending machine, and then like Then, in all caps, why are we making so much fucking noise, though? And instead of going around the empty pie trays, he's stepping in them like he's doing the
I
fucking,
know.
like, football exercise. Bitch, step around them. Be quiet. I'm so shocked this bear did not wake up. Like, bro.
I mean, maybe he was hibernating. I don't know. My whole little okay, so I am going through the chat, but I said this is gonna depress the hell out of me because of Bruce Willis. So this was, by the way, you know how we had Heath Ledger and who was last week's?
Carrie Always.
Carrie Always. And this was our Bruce Willis episode. So, and then we're getting away from that episode, or getting away from that.
Yes.
But I did say it was going to depress me about that. But then I just have, that's not enough cheese. What the fuck am I talking about?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. We're not there yet. Calm down. I know exactly what you're talking about, and we'll get there. I promise. I'm gonna put a pin in it. So, when the bear wakes up, Vincent, when he wakes up and he's like holding up RJ and like threatening him and like, you know, telling him like, yo, you trying to steal from me? And like, you're supposed to get me all my food before the moon is full? And like, you know, he's kind of like begging for his life. RJ's like, no, I have a family. And he was like, you don't have a family. And he's like, I'm in a family of one. That's so fucking valid because you absolutely can be a family of one.
Amen.
100 fucking %.
Amen. Speaking of one, remember when RJ is telling them he's just teaching them all about humans?
Yes.
It cracked me the fuck up when they're like, how many people does those fit in there? Do fit in those about the SUVs? And he's like, usually one. Like, I fucking hate it here. That's for real.
I also just want to say, like, while we were watching this, so this movie came out in 2006. The animation quality for this is so before its time, honestly. The way that each fur follicle really moves and the
there's
ears,
a note
it's
about that
very
too.
impressive even today, 10 years later.
Yep, there's a first, so this was the first full featured animated film that was like CGI or something, and then from then on, that's all they used. Like that was, it's
so fucking impressive. Like even now, I was watching and I was like, damn, you know, for 2006, this is so fucking good. Like the way that
they did
each
a really good job.
moves, the way, like if you paid attention to Stella, the way that her fur moved, like the skunk, holy shit! Like, oh my god, I just want to say I'm honestly so fucking obsessed with the movie, with the music in the movie. The music.
Yeah, it's really good. There's probably going to be a lot of that in our we need to go back and go a couple episodes back, by the way, and get our music and add to. By the way, guys, we have a soundtrack on I've put it on YouTube, so there's a YouTube playlist with our soundtrack and Apple Music with our soundtrack. So
I'll get Spotify.
It has music
I'm sorry,
from
I'm
movies.
slacking.
Get your ass going.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, we have a soundtrack and it features music from all of the movies we've covered so far, and we're just going to keep going with it, but we do have to add the last 2 episodes on there.
Yeah. I think I do have the bladder of a squirrel, by the way, and I'm not saying this because I have to pee right now. I'm saying this because like they wake up from hibernation, like the big crew of like Vern and the porcupines, the porcupine family, and the couple of possums that are also like father and daughter. Like all of them are like a pack, right? And they wake up from hibernation, and Hammy the squirrel, he's like, I gotta go, wee. And he goes, and then he comes back, and then he's like, wait, I'm not done. And I was like, damn, I do have a bladder of a squirrel, don't I?
Same.
And then I dead ass forgot how much I absolutely love Stella. I adore her. And Wanda
she's
Sykes,
so great. I love Wanda Sykes anyway,
like,
but yeah.
Yeah.
She's so crazy.
And okay. Sorry, go ahead.
That hedge, it's based off the hedge in front of a DreamWorks animation. The exterior of it. Yeah. The forest side of it.
That's
the exterior
cute.
of it is based on the vines growing in their parking garage. So, and it's approximately 7 feet tall.
Damn. Okay, that is a big ass hedge.
Yeah.
So my next note is actually a quote from Ozzy, which is the dad possum. He goes, "Playing possum is what we do. We die so that we live." If only it were that simple.
Right.
Honestly,
You know, when
Ozzy
they
made
said
me
I'd be
laugh the
dead,
most.
he was funny. You know, when they said Stella made me laugh the most, but when they said I
Same,
thought we'd
really.
I thought we'd be dead by step 2, so this is going great.
Oh
That was
my
an ad
god.
lib.
That
That
was
was
an
that
ad
was
lib?
yep.
I love him.
Yep.
Also, so RJ, when he's kind of like sneaking through and he sees this pack of animals, the little firefly that like acts as the light bulb above his head for his little idea is so creative. I thought it was so cute. It's like, aw.
That was really cute.
And so after they see this hedge, the pack of animals again, RJ is kind of like observing. Vern they all see this hedge, or Hammy sees this hedge and is like, "Yo, Vern, help! There's this thing. There's a thing over here." And Vern's like, "What the hell?" So I promise this is when they find this hedge. I was like, okay, to be fair, that's a big ass hedge, and Vern, like, when he goes to the other side of the hedge and he's like saying hi to everything and getting all this weird shit happening to him is so fucking funny to me. And when he like sees the sprinkler and he's like, hi.
Poor Vern.
And then when he
He
gets
was a mess.
he was a mess. And when he gets knocked back over to the forest side of the hedge, they're just like, oh, Vern's back. Like, it's not even like, Vern, oh my god, it's Vern's back. This movie is so funny.
Do you know what I thought was really, really cute that I read today is, and I don't know why I didn't catch it when it was going on, probably because I was like all over the fucking place. I was like Hammy. But he, you know how he wants to.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have a note about that, by the way.
You know how, and I don't know if you caught this or not, but how Hammy wanted to name the fucking hedge Steve.
Yeah.
And he said, it's a pretty name.
Wait, his name is... Aww, because Hammy is played by Steve Carell.
Yes! That was adorable.
It's a pretty name. So when Vern comes back and like starts kind of telling everybody about like what happened, and again, Ozzy, you should have died. You should have laid down and died. And Avril Lavigne's character, Dad. You should have laid down and died. Dad.
Vern was a hockey puck for a minute. He kind of did die. The character designs were originally, you know how Over the Hedge was actually from a comic strip called The Hedge or something like that.
Really? So, you know what? I did know that too, actually. I think I read that.
They were gonna be, so those characters were gonna resemble the comic designs, but they did bring to see how the animals moved and stuff like that, like their movements or whatever. When they brought the live animals into the studio, like they do for animation, the designers saw that they were so cute that's how they wanted to redesign that's how they decided to make them that way instead of the comic strips.
The comic strips, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So after RJ introduces himself and they go to the other side of the hedge and they're like, it's nighttime and RJ's kind of like showing them like all this stuff. And Vern is like, it's not like he can walk on water. And then RJ starts like skipping across the water on the little like floaty things.
The tiles.
It's not like that. By the way, that has been funny to me since I was little. Like that. It's not like he can walk on water and immediately is followed by RJ. And like honestly, like rewatching this as an adult now, I used to fucking hate Vern when I was little, but now as an adult, I'm like, honestly,
still hate Vern a little bit.
I don't. Like, to be honest, Vern is like not overreacting in my opinion. Oh my god.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know what just happened. I have no idea what just happened.
Vern is not he's not overreacting in my opinion. Like, people are terrible to wild animals, and especially raccoons and animals seen as quote unquote vermin like skunks and possums.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. And I hate the people in this. The people in the fucking movie are just assholes. I hate them so much. How did you forget that they existed?
Yeah.
I hated Gladys.
I told you, when you told me that you forgot that they existed, I was like, how the fuck did you how?
I don't. I
Not
don't
only
know.
did we see this movie like 4,000 fucking times, but also like they're the main premise of the movie, basically.
I've seen too many movies and TV shows, and
I
I
guess.
can't.
So
Did you know that Nicolas Cage was one of the considered for the role of RJ?
No, but I'm glad that it was Bruce Willis. Not that I
Me
don't
too.
like Nick Cage, I don't know. Bruce Willis just has an extra spot in my heart.
I know.
So when they make it back over the hedge, and like RJ is like kind of like hanging out with them, and he looks at Vern and he's like, "Do you mind if I call you Uncle Vern?" With every bone in my body, I died. When he is talking to Hammy, and Hammy says, he goes, "Do you want to help me find my nuts?" Very tempting, Hammy. Very tempting. I can't, dude. PG-13, I'm sorry.
That was funny.
Oh my god. And the boomerang, when RJ's going through his pack of things to kind of like find something to replicate rabies on Hammy. It's whipped cream, by the way. Or like shaving cream or something. But like the boomerang, when he like throws it back and Hammy kind of watches it go back, and he's watching RJ and he gets whacked in the head with the boomerang.
What part was going on when you said "I can't" with the dialogue in this?
Oh
was
my
it
god.
the nuts?
It was the nuts, man. So back, let's rewind. So when RJ's kind of like introducing them to stuff like human things, he introduces them to the spuddies, or like the chips. And you said that's not enough cheese, Mom.
Oh yeah.
It set off like they zoomed out into like the like into space, looking down at the earth, and it was a mushroom cloud of cheese. And Mom goes, by the way, "That's not enough cheese, girl."
No, by the way, that mushroom cloud was actually originally supposed to be a spray by Stella, and then they changed it.
That's fucking hilarious, actually.
I love my little note, and I don't remember what part this was when I was like, "Can Gladys fuck off?" It's like all I said. That was,
"Can Gladys fuck off?"
Just fuck off. I hated her so bad.
Dude, every single time. It was like the third time she was on screen, and Mom was like, Can she just fuck off? Can she just fuck off?"
I'm so done.
Oh my gosh. Dude, it was,
and then that poor one lady is like, "I've got a casserole." I was like,
"I've got a casserole in my oven.
I would just tell her to fuck off. Leave me alone.
You dead ass would look her straight in the eye and say, "I don't have time for you right now," and you turn around and walk away. That is 100%.
I am not a nice person. God damn it. I just don't have patience for bullshit anymore.
So the part where Hammy is like, he looks like he's got rabies and whatnot, and he's getting the wagon, and RJ talking to him like a soccer mom on the sidelines fucking killed me.
That wagon killed me. I did have a note about that. It reminded me of the fucking on The Grinch with Max and the wagon bullshit. It was funny.
That whole scene was cracking. This whole movie is so funny.
Speaking of The Grinch, Jim Carrey was originally cast as RJ, but he had to drop out.
No.
Because of scheduling conflicts. Yep.
Aw. I actually really like Jim Carrey. I know you're not like a huge fan, but I really like him.
I don't hate him. I just, a lot of his movies are like that slapsticky shit that I don't like.
You don't like his movies, but I think you like him as a person.
Yeah, I like him, and I like him in some movies when he's a little more serious, or other, I don't know. I like comedies, don't get me wrong. I just don't like the type of comedies he usually does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too physical.
When they make that little spot for RJ, I almost cried. I was like, "That's so sweet, what the fuck?" And then when he starts flipping through all the channels, I said, "Oh, the channel's hitting a little close and he feels guilty." And like, I want to dive into that, because like, man, it was all like stuff about like, liars and cheaters and stuff, and he's just like uncomfortable because he's using them to get all this food for the bear. It's not for them. And so he starts kind of feeling guilty because he's like, fuck, I'm in too deep, like I'm actually starting to really feel like this is my family, and now I'm like, now I kind of feel like a fucking dirtbag. Like,
yep. Well, and then the bear making that comment basically to him about, wow, this is more impressive than I thought.
Or And also when they go over the hedge again to get more food and they go into the backyard with the dog, I want you to know this dog has lived rent-free in my head since the first time I saw this movie.
Seriously?
I'm so serious. I am so serious. And like the play that stim 100%. Ever since I was little, that shit like will hop into my head randomly.
What did Gladys finally do when I said someone needs to snap a bear trap to her hairdryer?
I don't even know. I
think it was when she kicked Heather.
I think it was. But I said when the dog is chasing Vern and RJ because he wants to play, and RJ is like, "Look, people, play with him." This is such an accurate representation of Rottweilers, and I'm so glad that somebody finally got it right, because Rottweilers are not as scary as everyone makes them out to be. They really are this fucking dog. Like, play.
I love
They're
him.
sweet angels.
So I love Rotties.
And when shit goes down and they're up in the sky with this little umbrella and they're trying to Mary Poppins their way down, and like the umbrella catches fire and they start blowing on it, and then like they're blowing on it like idiots, and like it sets on fire, and like the like, what is it called, like the nylon or whatever the fuck is gone, and it's just the frame of the umbrella. And the way that Vern looks at RJ and just, "You're the devil." It's Vern's dry delivery of shit like that fucking made me crack up every time.
I did like his dryness. Yeah.
"You're the devil."
When you said that THX was so loud for no fucking reason other than to snitch, I lost it. I literally laughed out loud.
I'm almost there. I'm actually almost there. So when they're making the plan and RJ is like pointing at the little like map, the figure, like whatever thing that they made, the derail, whatever the fuck. And he's like, here, 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 big one here, here.
I was like, you already pointed there.
I used to stim this shit as a kid all the fucking time. Like, for no reason, I'd be walking around the house and not even pointing at anything, just here, here, big one here.
I got irritated because he kept fucking pointing at the same shit. I was like, you just pointed there.
So, I also want to go back when they're like eating the bark for breakfast, and you fucking messaged in the chat, "Remind me to feed chaos after this." I laughed so hard. Because Vern bites into the bark, and Vern is the tortoise. Or the turtle. What is he?
I think he's just a turtle.
He's a turtle. I don't know what the fuck. But he's eating this bark, and my mom, so we have a tortoise. And mom just types in the chat, she goes, "Remind me to feed chaos after this."
Because I thought, oh shit, when was the last time I fed Chaos? I need to get him some food.
I lost
Poor
it,
Chaos.
man. So when they are in Gladys's house to like steal all her food because she's got like a shit ton of it. Yeah, dude. So like one of the little porcupines, one of the kids, he's like, "Oh, cool TV," and he sits on the fucking remote and it turns on the THX. I'm telling you, that shit, for no fucking reason. Like, when I was a kid, I remember that shit, again, was loud for no reason other than to be a fucking snitch. Mom would be like, "Kieran, go to bed. Go the fuck to bed." And I'm like, "God damn it, fucking THX.
Why am I hearing that?
I swear to God, bro.
Go to bed.
I can't, dude. And why was it on like every fucking movie? It made me so mad. Like, I got smart about it, and I'm sure you probably knew it because I can't hide shit from you. I would just mute it, and then I'd turn it on like volume 2 for the rest of the movie.
If you think I can hear the fucking animals, like the pitch of cartoons and shit will get me all the time. Like, I can hear that shit.
Yeah, I know you're not dumb, but like when I was little, I was like, she for sure won't know if I mute it for the THX.
No, okay.
No, THX is fucking rude. I hate THX. THX, I swear to God, I'll come for you. I swear to God. You hate us.
So funny. You know how RJ tells the animals, animals eat to live and humans live to eat? He's actually paraphrasing Socrates, who once said, "Good men eat and drink only to live, and bad men live only to eat and drink."
Huh.
Yep.
Also, when RJ is explaining people and he explains the mouth as a pie hole and he says the human is a couch potato.
I I know. Some of his fucking descriptions and teaching them that was my favorite part of the movie, I think. That cracked me the hell up.
So fucking real.
You said your note in our chat, not her first time playing dead and getting thunder across the stairs.
So Gladys, the fucking person played by Allison Janney, she wakes up and like, you know, we need a distraction to help the animals get out. So Heather, the girl possum played by Avril Lavigne, she's like, this is her first time playing dead as a possum. Shocking, I know. So, you know, she's like, oh, must go toward the light. And she like pretends to fucking die. And immediately Gladys kicks her so fucking hard against that wall. I was like, not her first time playing dead and getting thunder cunted across the fucking stairs. Jesus.
I put right above you where you said that. Mine was all caps. What the fuck, Gladys?
Dude, like, why are we kicking things? It's so mean. I don't even care if it's your first reaction. Your first reaction is to kick an animal. Fuck you.
Right? My first reaction would be to jump on top of something. Poor little thing.
Right. Right.
Oh my god.
My first reaction would be to run to my room, close the door, lock it, and then be like, hey, there's a possum in the house. I don't really want to get rabies, and I know they're rabies carriers, and yeah.
And then we just started talking about jeans for some reason, but after that was the ring-tailed charlatan.
Oh my fucking god! So yeah, because RJ used them for this whole thing. Like they get got by the exterminator, which I fucking hate that guy. He's ridiculous. Then he said, "Where's Baldy?"
Oh, he got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, because like they're driving this fucking exterminator van.
I was hoping that you would catch
out.
that reference to Friday when I said that.
Yeah, I did. And
he got knocked the fuck out.
I love that movie, by the way. We should cover it on Mom Watch This at some point.
It was fun.
I love that movie.
Oh, I'm so glad you loved it. You didn't seem to like it as much.
I was high as fuck watching it, Mom.
That's the only way to watch it.
But like RJ's trying to get into the van and they're like no, because he betrayed the shit out of them, so they're all mad at him, reasonably so. And like and the window breaks, RJ jumps through, and I swear to god, when they all lift him and shove him out the other window, I swear to god, when I was little I thought they were trying to help him and it just didn't go right, but now I'm like, they were trying to toss him to the fucking streets. God.
Yep.
And then Ozzy locks him out. Like he rolls the window up and he was like, no, you ring-tailed charlatan.
all three of us in the freaking chat.
Immediately ring-tailed charlatan.
It was hilarious.
Oh my god. But overall, I think my last note says, I think it's so cute that RJ loves them more than he fears Vincent.
Yeah.
My favorite trope is loving something more than you fear another thing.
Agree.
Or loving something more than you hate something.
That I don't remember why you said this, but you said you want Adderall when you remember to take it.
Oh, yes! So there's like a bunch of fucking traps that the exterminator puts on, and like they're in a really tight situation, and RJ basically tells Hammy, you better drink soda now, and the whole world just fucking stops. Except Hammy.
Oh yeah.
And I was
everything's slow motion.
Well, not even. It's like stopped, frozen in time, and Hammy's like, okay, I'm just gonna like come over here and I'm gonna go get my cookie and like turn off this thing. And I was like, this is my mom on Adderall.
That's for real. Like your dad used to say it was like Limitless, like on the movie You haven't seen that one yet. Oh my god.
And Mom just sent a bunch of skull faces because like dude, like to us that shit's going on so fast and everything's done out of nowhere. And we're like, what the fuck? But like to her, the whole world is stopped and she can take her time. What?
I can't help it. I hate my brain.
So I made that joke.
Well, not even with Adderall though. Sometimes if I'm like hyper focused, like there'll be times that I'll have a task assigned to me at work because the person that usually does it, it'll take her like the majority of the day, and it'll take me like 20 minutes and I'll go take it in there to her and she's like, what the hell? I don't know, man.
You do that with simple, mundane tasks for, like, at home, too, and I'm like, what the fuck? I dread doing this, and I take all fucking day to do it. And you're just like, I did it in, like, 20 minutes. Why?
I don't know. It has to be the right thing, though. It has to be something I can hyper focus on, because otherwise, no, it takes me a lot longer, or it just never gets done.
Yeah. I also, can we talk about Stella's makeover?
When she was a cat.
And they get the cork and she's like, don't you dare, and they fucking
it was like, I loved that it was opposite of the fucking Looney Tunes cat going into the skunk makeover.
Pepe Le Pew. What a creepy ass fucking cartoon, by the way.
I know, so grapey. That's all I need. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm sorry,
Anyway.
I didn't expect you to actually use a censor word with your mouth.
What? Hey, we're on.
We be on TikTok way too much. Oh my god.
Yep. Anyway, do we have any more notes? I have to go walk dog.
I don't have any notes about Over the Hedge, aside from the fact that, like, I said that Bruce Willis is going to silence me.
I know. Well,
and then I made myself fucking cry because of that. I was so upset. I was like, no, man. Bruce Willis is so... I love him so much, like, with my whole heart.
If you haven't watched Over the Hedge, it's good, clean family fun with some really fun adult stuff that the kids won't get too.
Yeah, and it's really so fucking funny for adults. I was laughing the whole fucking time.
Yeah, it's a good time. I really enjoyed Over the Hedge. So next week we are getting away from the one actor, two movies thing, and we decided to go with two movies that we both watched for the first time together. So it's kind of neither one of our picks, but we did each pick one. She initially picked
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, featuring Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal.
Yes. And oh no, I'm going to look like a fucking dick. So I picked John Tucker Must Die, because it was one of the very first ones we ever watched that neither one of us had seen before. I don't know who it features. I don't know the names of the actors in that movie.
What was her name? Snow? Somebody Snow. What's her name?
No, that was her name in the movie.
Yeah. In Pitch Perfect.
In Pitch Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's another one that we watched for the first time. Anyway, we thought that would be fun.
If you like Mean Girls, you'll love John Tucker Must Die.
Yes. It's definitely very similar to that story. But also, we're going to do something for the summer. We're going to do scavenger hunt summer, okay? Where you guys have a mission and you are to let us know. We thought this would be fun for engagement. So let us know what you want us to, not specific movies, but scavenger hunt time. So it's like, if you want us to watch movies with a barbecue, I have to find a movie with a barbecue, and she has to find a movie with a barbecue in it, and we'll talk about them like back to back. And then or like a movie with fireworks, or a movie with a road trip, or a movie with like anything like that, that kind of thing. Just send us on a scavenger hunt for the summer, and that's what we're gonna do. So give us some fun stuff. We don't need the ideas. We love just being able to like pull shit from thin air, but we thought it would be really fun to do this as just a game with our listeners. So come up with some fun little things. Don't necessarily have to have a movie in mind, but just a theme, or a like maybe one thing in it, like a bride or a horse or I don't fucking know, something random that we have to find a movie with that we want to watch and talk about. So, and it's still going to have the same, like, it's something that I had her watch versus something that she had me watch. It'll still have that same idea. So just a little challenge. Thought it'd be fun.
I love a good challenge.
Yep. It'll be fun for us to look for something like that. So anyway, and then we'll still continue on next week. We'll continue on with our 6 degrees of separation. We didn't have to do that the last couple episodes. And yeah, meanwhile, thank you guys for listening. Thank you so much. Last week, by the way, Key, when you said happy birthday to somebody, we fucked up big time.
Why?
our episode dropped on Riley's birthday last week.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I was like, no, my God.
Poor
It's her
Riley.
birthday. She turned 2 years old.
Oh,
Anyway.
and for our listeners who are concerned, by the way, speaking of dogs, for the listeners who are concerned about the fly and Nanook, Nanook was successful. The fly is gone.
Good job, Nucky.
Good job, buddy. Yeah.
Proud of ya.
He just got up
And
off his
Riley
bed
is-
to come say hi.
And Riley is still sleeping.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
She needs it.
She had that one little outburst and now she's fine. So, anyway, yeah. Thank you. Thank you guys for listening, and have a good week and come up with some good little scavenger hunt items for us.
And happy birthday to wait, did you say thank you for listening?
I did.
Oh, and happy birthday to somebody.
Happy birthday to somebody. Bye, guys.